today's edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where I'm recording this far too late in the day. You can see, I don't know if you can see, it is dark outside. And so I should really have recorded this much earlier, but life has got in the way, as it sometimes does. But we're going to be having a go at a puzzle called Balancing Regions. It's by Jonesy, and Jonesy's been making some startlingly good puzzles recently. Sort of a relatively new constructor, but everything I've tried by Jonesy has been original and brilliant. And this is, believe it or not, a chaos construction today. So you can see that we don't have the usual 3x3 regions in the puzzle, because we're going to have to build the regions. They might not be 3x3. So what have we got there? 5, 6, 7. So that could be a region. And there are some rules that are going to help us to build the regions, and the rules are quite interesting. It seems like parity is going to be important today, but this has only got 3 stars out of 5 for difficulty. Normally a chaos construction can be very hard, sometimes monstrously hard, but oh, hang on, that's in the wrong place. But these are some of the comments I just found on Logic Masters. And basically everyone agreeing it's accurately rated at 3 stars. So I'm looking forward to having a go at it. Well, I always look forward to having a go. Everything that our testers basically recommend to us, we know we're doing a world-class puzzle. And that is one of the great pleasures of life. So I'll read you the rules of this one in a moment or two's time. Now, do I have any news for you? I have got loads of birthdays today. The 15th of November was obviously an important birthday in those who enjoy Sudoku in the world. But a couple of other things to mention first. We're streaming on Monday night, as usual, 10 p.m. UK time, more blueprints for the 19th time, no less. So that is happening. Over on, well, we've got our brand new Classic Sudoku 2 app out. That is very well worth checking out. If you enjoy normal Sudoku, I mean, it's normal Sudoku rules. As you can see, the classic rules there are described, but there is nothing normal about the quality of the puzzles in this pack. Incredible stuff from Nicoli, the Japanese puzzle behemoth, and also from Sam Kaplan Lines, who is an incredible constructor, full stop, but especially of classic Sudoku. Oh, and over on Patreon, how long? Oh, we've got 5 days left. Do get involved in this as well. This is our competition for the month of November. You could appear in a video on the channel, solve a puzzle together, and oh, let's do a reload, see where we are. We're at 704, 740 now, way over 1500 solves of the first puzzle. It's brilliant, and well done to everybody who's had a go. Now, let me look at my list of birthdays. Adi, over there in Israel, you've turned 21 today. But you have been watching the channel for 6 or 7 years. Thank you for doing that. That's incredible. And you loved our Sudoku books. Well, they feel a long time. I'm not surprised you loved them. We loved them. We loved making them. And they were incredible things. But we haven't done a book now for a couple of years, have we? Maybe that's something we should think about. But anyway, Adi, many happy returns. I hope you have chocolate cake today, and it is very well iced. Next, Erin, you turned 23 today, and I know this because your close friend Michael wrote to us. I think you've also been watching for years, Erin, but you have limited chocolate cake appetite. But I'm to wish you best. Well, I am going to wish you all the best for grad school, which I gather is coming up soon. So, Erin, I'm not sure what sort of cake I should be recommending today, but I hope you have a great birthday. Next, somebody with a very Sudoku efficient birthday, Lawrence. You have turned a secret age today, and I know this because your mum Frances wrote to us and said you might appreciate a shout out. You're planning on having a lot of coffee cake, apparently. That's your favourite. Coffee cake can be great. It can be. It tends to suffer from not having quite enough icing, but I do like coffee cake, so I can get behind it. I know you're a fan of Killer Sudoku. So Killer Sudoku, you can't get by on Killer Sudoku without knowing the secret. So your age is an important one. Is this going to have any... Yeah, this is probably going to have some maths in it, I think. I'm not sure. I haven't really understood the rules yet. I did read them before I turned on the webcam, but they've obviously not gone into my brain. Anyway, Lawrence, happy birthday. Next, I think it's Stian. Stian? It's a Norwegian name, but Stian, your girlfriend Lisa, probably, could be, no, it's going to be Lisa, isn't it? Wrote to me and told me that you watch every day, so thank you for doing that. And so much that Lisa is also getting used to our voices. So Lisa, I'm sorry if you have to put up with that. But Stian, thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great birthday today. Next, Teddy. Teddy, it's your birthday today, and I know this because your partner Jack wrote in, and she solves this is Teddy, solves every single one of the puzzles that we do in the videos, as well as all the Patreon hunts, all the book puzzles, and the app puzzles. That is incredible. Incredible. But your partner Jack came up with a lovely way of describing the channel, which I might actually steal, it's so good. He described it as a perfectly distilled nerdy cocktail. I can definitely get behind that. I could, there's nothing wrong with being a perfectly distilled nerdy cocktail. That is, that might be the best thing anyone's ever said about me or anything I'm associated with. So Teddy, happy birthday, and Jack, thank you for the description. And then finally, Zadik, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. You're turning 19 today, and I know this because your friend Bella wrote to me. I need to thank you, Zadik, because apparently you tell everybody you meet about cracking the cryptic and try and convert them to this wonderful hobby. Apparently that's with limited success, but I appreciate the effort, my friend, so thank you for doing that. And Bella described you as having made several charmingly disfigured chocolate cakes over the years. Well, that's absolutely fine. I hope today somebody makes you a chocolate cake. I hope it doesn't matter if it's charmingly disfigured, providing it's got a lot of icing. That is the main criteria. And Zadik, happy 19th birthday. And that's all the news. So let's have a look at Balancing Regions by Jonesy. Let me read the rules to you. They are as follows. We have got... it says normal Sudoku rules apply, and then goes on to explain how they don't really apply. But it says normal Sudoku rules apply, so I think we have to put the digits 1 to 9 once each in every row, every column, and every 9-cell region. But we're going to have to build the region. It says regions consist of 9 orthogonally connected cells. What that means is that this would not qualify as a region. And that's because this cell only touches the rest of its purple friends at a point. That's not sufficient for an orthogonal connection. If we put it there, that's fine. Now you can trace through the entire purple region by moving between cells that share an edge with one another. And that is the important thing to achieve orthogonal connectivity. Now, okay, so here's where the rules get really interesting. We've got cages within the same region must have the same total without repeating digits within a cage. So if we put 2 cages in the same, so let's say just for the sake of exposition, if this was a region, then the sum of those 2 digits would be the same as the sum of those 3 digits, is how I read that. Digits within a cage must be all odd or all even. A cage cannot cross region borders. Each region must contain at least 2 cages. Cages marked with X and Y have different totals. So X is different from Y. A white dot separates consecutive digits. So if this was a 5, this would either be a 4 or a 6 to be consecutive. A black dot indicates one digit is double the other. So if this is a 4, this is either 2, because 4 is double 2, or 8, because 8 is double 4. And not all possible dots are necessarily given, so it's totally fine for this to say be 5 and this to be 6. There doesn't have to be a white dot between those. If this was 2 and this was 4, there doesn't have to be a black dot. It's just we're told what's called positive information sometimes about these particular dominoes. That's what the dots basically mean. And that, they are all the rules. Do have a go. The way to play is to click the link under the video as usual. But now, I get to play, I get a given digit as well. Let's get cracking. Speaking of given digits, I can tell you that tomorrow it is a very special constructor's 81st birthday. So that is something that we can all look forward to. I'm sure you can guess who that is. Now, hang on, let me just... what's the rules again? I've now read them twice and they still haven't gone in. We've got to build some regions. Oh yeah, we've got... So every cage... Oh, right, okay. Yeah, so I can see something straight away. I'm going to make that cage green, i.e. this is in a green region. Now that's a 4-cell cage. So the absolute minimum sum of these digits is 10. If we filled this with... Oh no, it's not actually. I've suddenly realised they've all got to be... It's much more than that, because these all have to be of the same parity, don't they? So, okay, so if this was an even cage, it would sum to 20, because 2, 4, 6 and 8 sum to 20. And if it's an odd cage, it sums to 16. Which must be the sum of 1, 3, 5 and 7. So yeah, the way I did that was I didn't add up the numbers 1, 3, 5 and 7. I sort of used the secret, something I share with only my very favourite people. Lawrence knows the secret today. The secret, of course, of Sudoku is that all of the Sudoku digits sum to 45. So all of the odd numbers and all of the even numbers sum to 45. The sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 is 45, the triangular number for 9. Now, I know from experience that 2, 4, 6 and 8 sum to 20. So in my mind, all the odd numbers sum to 25, because I know the total is 45. And then if I know that 9, if these were all odd and 9 isn't included, then this must sum to 25 minus 9, which is 16. Right, okay, but it doesn't change the point I was going to make, which is there's no way that this cage can be in the same region as these 1-cell cages, because the maximum I could put... in fact, I can't even put 9 into this one. And given this adds up to at least 16, these have to be in... Right, here's another point. I'm going to make that one yellow, but I'm going to make that one orange. I am going to allege that these 2 single-cell cages are not in the same region. Because if they were, they would have to contain the same digit, wouldn't they? It says every single cage that's in the same region sums to the same value. So we can't put these in the same region. Yeah, and this is interesting for the orange, because the orange can't bump into this 4-cell cage either. I'm not sure whether that's a possibility. It doesn't matter for the point I'm going to make. But orange can't be in the same region as this, because you can't have a 1-cell and a 4-cell cage having the same total. So it's going to go up there. And we know it's not in the yellow cage, so it's going to have to go that way. So this cage bumps into... that cage. This is nearly forcing, isn't it? Well, there's actually loads going on now. Whatever the parity is of this domino here, the sum of these digits will be even, because if this is totally odd, 2 odd digits sum to an even number, and 2 even digits sum to an even number. So that cell is even, I'm going to claim. But the other thing that I'm noticing is that this region, I've got 5 cells of it. I could take that one, that's 6, but it's going to have to come down there. It can't bump into a 4-cell cage, so it's going to have to come 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. So it could go here, or it could go here. Now, yellow has to get out, because it can't bump into green, so yellow's going to go down there. So I suspect, yeah, however yellow gets out, it needs to take a second cage, and that's going to be this cage or this cage. And that again is a 2-cell cage, so this must be even as well. Now, okay, alright, what does this mean then? Ah, I see, right. This one, the green cage, can't be all the even digits now. There are only 4 even digits in Sudoku, 2, 4, 6 and 8, and if this was 2, 4, 6 and 8, that cell couldn't exist. So this is odd digits, so it's 1, 3, 5, 7, and it does add up to 16. So, well, this is very odd actually. So what, hang on, what cage does that join? This cage here has to be in a region with another cage, because every region has at least 2 cages in it. I'm sure I read that. Yeah. Now, so what I'm thinking is, we can't join it to a domino, because if we join it to a domino, that domino needs to add to 16, and the only way of making 16 with Sudoku numbers is 7 and 9. And we can't repeat the 7 in the region. And it can't join to this cage actually, because this cage would have to, these digits would all be the same parity. They would have to be even, and we know all 4 even digits don't add up to 16, they add up to 20. So I think this has to join that cage, which means it must go through there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this cage must be even numbers now. So it's 3 even numbers that sum to 16, so it must miss out the 4. So that's 2, 6 and 8. So this is 4 or 9. So now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, this one is yellow. Because if this one wasn't yellow, what would happen to it? It would come along here. So let's say it's a totally new region. It would come along here, go down and bump into this one. So these would all be in the same region. Purple cannot be the same as yellow because it would have more than 9 cells in it. And yellow hasn't got enough space to get to 9. It could get this one, but that only makes it 7. So I think that's yellow, which means all 3 of those are yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, so this means yellow is finished, which is rather a win for the goodies. So I know what we should do. I definitely know what we should do. We should start to delineate, shouldn't we? I always forget to do this. Right, let's do that. And then we could do this, because that's our first region that we've discovered. Right, so what's happening with this one then? Let's make that blue. So blue can't bump into a 1-cell cage, so blue's going to have to bump into this, isn't it? Yeah, there's no way it can get out without touching that. So blue's finished straight away. That must be orange then. Oh, this is huge. This is huge. Right. In fact, this is a 5. Right, there's loads going on now. Oh, Jonesy, you're such a good setter, because it's really fun to solve this. So, sorry, just to go through the chain of deductions in case that was a little bit quick. We've got a 4-cell cage here, which we know from this one adds up to at least... In fact, that must be even. These can't be odd digits, because there'll be too many odd... Yeah, in fact, look, the end of this row is all even digits. So this cage is all even digits, so it sums to 20. So it has to partner in its region with another cage that sums to 20. So it can't join dominoes. You can't make dominoes in Sudoku add up to 20. It's going to have to join this one, which means these are odd digits that sum to 20. So they are 1, 3, 7 and 9. And 5 is the missing digit which goes here, which means this square is now 4 or 6 across the white dot. We can delineate the region like so. Boom. Now, and that cell can only be orange now. And orange is finished. That's got all its cells, which means that this little thing can only be green. That completes green, so that's got to be the same as, well, it's whatever this one isn't. So we've got 4 and 9 as a pair in column 5. We've got a new region here that's going to start coming out, and it might join to that one. Now, let's just take stock though, because can we do any more magic with Sudoku here? The answer to that might well be no. Let me think. That can't be a 2, because that's the sum of these two digits. Could it actually? Could these both be? Oh, they could. I was going to say, could these both be even? But I think they could. If it was like 2 and 6, that could be an 8. So it's, yeah, okay. So you don't know these are different parity. That can't be 2 either, because they're adding to that domino. In fact, that digit is that digit, isn't it? Because this is all 4 even digits, and this cell sees that one in its column and those 2 in its row. So this is 4 or 6. So if this is 4, this has to be a 1-3 pair. But if it's 6, that could be a 2-4 pair or a 1-5 pair. Okay, so we might be about to get stuck, unfortunately. Well, but we've had a good start, so we can't get too upset about it. This is odd. So I don't think we know more than that. It's not 5, I suppose. It probably can't be 1. It can't be 1 because it must be. It can't be in a relation. Oh, hang on. It can't be 3. No, it can't be 3 because it's not going to be able to be joined in a region with another 1-cell cage, because then both of these would contain the same digit. So it's in at least a domino. So say it joins to this one. But these have to have the same parity. So even if they were both even, 2 and 4 would be the lowest, and if they were both odd, 1 and 3 would be the lowest. So that is not 3. Oh, I see. Right. Oh, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Right. This is lovely. Good grief. Right. This is an important cell, because its oddness is going to come to our rescue, I think. Why am I excited about this? Well, I don't actually think this can join to a domino, because we've already looked at this, but dominoes in this puzzle, because they have the same parity, always sum to even numbers, and this is indisputably odd. So what are we going to do? We're going to have to join it to an odd-sized cage, which means a cage of size 3. There are no cages of size 5, and they really wouldn't work with a single-digit total here. Now, there are 2 3-cell cages I think it could join to, but this one won't work, because if we do go down there, that's all 9 cells. And this region here is not a 9-cell region that we'd leave behind. So we can't do that. So I think this one has to join that one. That's purple. And we mustn't bump into these 2-cell cages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 7, 8. And one of these 2 is purple. Oh, no. Okay, so this is 9. What would happen if this was 7? How would we make that work? The only 3 Sudoku digits that sum to 7 are 1, 2, and 4, and they aren't all the same parity. So this is going to be 9, and these are going to be 1, 3, and 5. That's lovely. So now, this white dot, which exists in the purple region, if you think about a white dot in Sudoku, it has to contain an even digit and an odd digit, because it's representing a consecutive pair of numbers. That is the nature of consecutive numbers. Now, the odd digit that's on this dot, therefore, is 7, isn't it? It must have 7 on it. Because it needs an odd digit, and those odd digits can't be 1, 3, 5 or 9. Now these digits are definitely even, so we might as well keep track of it. It's nearly interesting in column 6. And this one, okay, so this one is a new region. We've not thought about this region, and it's going to have to get out down here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we don't know. It's this one or this one, I think. And I think both are possible. Right. Okay. Alright, I see. Look at this one. Those are odd digits, because 2, 6 and 8 are even, and they've already gone from the row. So if this was double even, they could only be the digit 4. That's the only even digit left. So these are 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, and they're not 5 and 9 by Sudoku. So they're 1, 3, 7. Yeah. Oh, where's 4? Where's 4 in this row? Sorry, you've all been shouting at me about that. Quite right. Oh, this is a 6 now, in orange. So this is a 6. We worked that out. Right. Okay. So there's a lot of things that I could have done, and you've probably all been cross with me about. Right, look at this domino now. It adds up to 6, but it doesn't use 4. So it must be 1, 5. That's the only other way of doing that. This digit is in this Tetris piece, and where does it go in the Tetris piece? It's got to go there. So these are the same. Oh, my watch is buzzing at me. Never mind. Where's 4 in the Tetris piece? It's got to go there. So this is a 2, 8 pair. I don't know. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that, because that's forced. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. Okay. And now I'm going to get stuck. Don't get stuck. What about that one? Do I know what that one is? Do I even know its parity? Could be. No, I don't think. I think it could be 2 and 4 adding up to 6. Or a whole variety of odd things. Oh, lovely. Look, this one, this Tetris piece here, has a 7 in it. And there's a 7 on my white dot. And so I can place the 7. And this is 1, 3 and 9. That's doing something, isn't it? So... no, maybe, well, I'm not sure. Is it doing something with 5 in the row? I think it's 5 is in one of those 2 cells. Well, actually I do, yeah, okay, it is here. I hadn't noticed this, but those are all 4, well, they are 4 odd digits that are selected from 1s, 3s, 5s, 7s and 9s. So that is a quadruple on 1, 3, 5, 7. Therefore, this can't be a 5, or there'll be too many odd digits of that nature in the column. So this is a 5. Which means this cell is actually even. Now, does that mean it can be purple? Oh, it probably means it is purple. I mean, I'm not assuming that, but I'm noticing that I've got all my odd digits in purple already. Okay, so is this 7 doing something else? Yes? Yes, it is. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, this domino now sums to 4. So how could I join it to this domino? The only way of making a domino in Sudoku sum to 4 with different digits is with the digits 1 and 3, and I'd have too many. I'd have two 1-3 pairs in the indigo region. So I think that's got to join to that one. Okay, and that's important because this corner digit must be indigo, because it couldn't be part of another region, could it? And be 9 cells large. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right, that's another region finished. Let's delineate this one. We can write the 4 in here. We can get rid of 4 from here. Aha, and that's now got to be purple because it can't be indigo. So we've done another region as well. Now this region has got to come out here. That's got to be true. You could join a 2 and a 4 cell cage together, I think. Probably. Actually, no, you can't, can you? No, I'm wrong about that, because yeah, it's to do with the size the cage gets again. We looked at it already. If this is even digits, it sums to 20. If it's odd digits, it sums to a minimum of 16. And I can't join that to a domino, because the only way of making 16 in a domino is with 7, 9. But to make this only add up to 16, I would have had to use odd digits, so I couldn't repeat the 7 and the 9. So actually this is a different region to this lime green region. Right. So the question, this has been available from the start. I just hadn't looked at it. What do we join this Tetris piece to? So we've just said it cannot join to a domino. Well, I've only got dominoes left that it can touch apart from that one. So it must touch that one. And therefore, yeah, if this was even, this would be 3 odd numbers, and it would add, the parity would be wrong. This would 3 odd numbers add to an odd number. So this is odd numbers. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. This is even numbers. 2, 4, 6, 8. These aren't 4. These aren't 9 because of the 4, 9 pair here. So I'm adding up. This is adding up to at least 16. Okay. And do I know what colour this is? Oh, there we go. There we go. Look at that. 4, I hadn't spotted this, but this is beautiful. 4 is looking at this triomino, and that tells us its sum, which is 16, which means this can't have 9 in it. So this is 1, 3, 5, 7. This isn't 5. Oh, this is going to do something else as well. What is it? Oh, wait a moment. Where's 9 in indigo? Well, it's unsurprising. I didn't see I never see the effect of given digits, but 9 is here. Right. And what that tells me is I know the colour of that cell, because this red region is missing the digits 4 and 9. So I've got to find some reds somewhere in this bottom area that are 4 and 9 and that join to red. And that cell is not it. So the only thing that can join is lime green, which means lime green. Oh no, careful. Careful. See what I did there? I was going to make those both lime green, but that's wrong, isn't it? There's no requirement that says both of these have to be in the same region. So I've got to be careful with that. It could go like that, I presume, and maybe like that. So is it something to do with where the 4 and 9 are that are going to join red? I'm not sure. No, I'm not sure about that. Oh, I've got a 1. Okay, I've got a 1, 3, 5 triple in column 2. Here, here, and here. There's two things that means. It means this is a straightforward 7 by Sudoku. Also, it means this digit has to appear in this cage, and it's going to have to go there. That might do something. Well, okay, what that does... Yeah, if we look at column 2, all the odd digits are placed, so everything else in column 2 is even. And this isn't 6. And this is even, so this is odd, and that tells us the parity of this cage. That's got to have 2 odd digits in it. Oh, bobbins, that doesn't do anything. I don't think that does anything. Okay, here's a little point that we can do. We can use a bit of irregular Sudoku. Look at column 1. Now, these 3 digits here, let me try and signal those, these ones that I'm turning on and off. They have to appear in column 1, don't they? But they can't appear in indigo, because then they would repeat in indigo. So they are those 3 digits. Now one of them is 9, we've already got that. So these 2, which are a 4, and that's going to be the interesting one I think, and a 1 or a 3, have to be in these cells, but 4 has to be in one of those 2 cells. And that's going to take 4 out of all of these cells. That gives me a 2-8 pair in row 3. Yeah, and now this has to be odd, because if this was odd, if this was even, there would be too many evens in the row. We'd have 5 evens, so this is odd numbers now. And okay, we can't put 9 in there because these 2 digits are summing to this digit. Yeah, and this is an odd digit as well, actually, because in yellow we've got 1, 2, 3 and the 4 in one of those 2 cells for the even digits, so that's got to be odd to make us quarate on odd digits. And now in this column, yeah, now in this column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 odd digits, so that is even, and it's not 4. Doesn't tell us. I don't think it tells us what's going on there. I don't know. Alright, so I'm stuck again. But it's lovely, this, isn't it? I've only had 37 minutes. I've had a lot of fun in 37 minutes. Okay, so what do we do now? I don't know. I've got a 1-5 pair in row 1, so let's try and do Sudoku. This isn't a 1 anymore. Could get a 3 in the corner. Yeah. Okay, where is 5 in row 3? And it's not here because then it would repeat in orange. It's not in any of these. It's not in any of these. So it's in this little cage. Well, it can't join 7 in there then, because that would make it add up to 12. I can't write 12 into this one. So it's either a 5-3 or a 5-1, depending on what this is. Yes, and now in this column, look, I've got a 1, 3, 5 triple, so this digit is not 1, 3 or 5, it's 7 or 9. And that digit is also 7 or 9. And that's got to be consecutive with this digit, so that's not 2 or 4, so this is 6 or 8. Oh, no, no, that doesn't work. Okay. Okay. Alright. So where is it I'm meant to find... Where am I meant to find my... I've got X and Y still to think about. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, let me do this diligently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right, beautiful. So now I see why we've got this XY thing going on here. X and Y, we're told in the instructions, have different totals. So they can't, this cannot be in the same cage as this. Now neither of these can join to other cages, because red needs only 2 more digits. So I can't join it to these without it being at least 3 digits. So these are different cages. Well, one of them's going to join to lime green. Probably that one, actually, but I'm not certain about that. Yeah, I mean, it must be, actually. I think, but the point is, these are different. Because they have different totals, they can't be in the same region. So I'm actually going to, I'll make that one, what colours have I got left? I think I've got black left. So, and I think this has to be lime green, because if this was lime green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, it just becomes absurdly large. So this is lime green. So this is lime green. Otherwise, black would cut it off. Oh no, hang on. That might be wrong, because maybe that could be red, and then lime green comes over the top. Actually, I don't think that works. Oh, I tell you the way to do this. The way to do this is to say why this cage has to have another cage in its region. And that's going to have to be that cage, isn't it? That's the only way of doing it. So these are all joined together. That one has to be also in the black region. This now is lime green. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 8 of lime green. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 8 of black. And I've got 7 of red. Okay, so I need 2 more reds. I need 2 more red. I need a red 4. Where am I getting red 4 from? Not there. Not there. That could be red 4, could it? Oh, bobbins. So red 4 is in one of those 2 cells, I'm going to claim. If it was here, this would be an odd digit. And it would be 5 or 3. I've also got to get red 9 into the equation. Bobbins, I don't know. If that was a 9, that would force this to be red 9. Right, I don't know how to do that. So what do you think we do now? That is a very fair question. Right, I'm going to look at column 8, where, oh, in fact, yeah, that digit, that 2 or 8, has to appear in the triomino at the bottom, so it's got to go right in the corner. But more important than that, I've got all my even digits in column 8 because of the 4 and the 2, 6, 8 triple. So everything else is odd. Now this one can't be 1 or 5, so that is 3, 7 or 9. Oh dear, that's a shame. And these have to both be odd. 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9. Okay, that really didn't do it, did it? That's a shame, actually. Okay, alright, we'll change tack again then. Look at column 6. Let's count even digits in column 6. I've got this one. I've got that one, that one, that one. That's 3. There must be an even digit on this white dot. So that's 4. So everything else in the column is odd. So in particular, these ones are odd. I suspect this one's under more pressure than the other one, because that at least can't be 1 or 5. Bobbins. That's not done it either. Oh, it can't be 9 either, actually. This one is right down to 3 or 7. That can't be 9. And okay, what does this mean? I have not got a Scooby-Doo. Oh dear. There must be some parity trickery going on then. 1, 2, 3. I've got virtually all my digits now in black and in lime green. So, oh, I've got a 1, 3, 4 triple in column 1 as well, which I hadn't seen. So what do I need in that column? I need 2, 2, 6, 7 and 8. So basically I need lots of even digits. Okay, well that's all very well, but I'm not sure how to use that. Oh, there's a white dot here that's nice. I hadn't used... Look, I've got a 9 there. That's been available for ages. So this has got to be an 8. That's not an 8. So these are not 8. This is a 2, 6 pair. Is that... That's not going to do anything, is it? Oh, is it really not going to bother? That's weird. Okay. Right, let's try... What else could we try here? Where is... No, that's not a good question. Oh, I tell you what's a good question. No, it's not a good question. I was going to say where's 4 in row 3, but that doesn't work. Because it could be there or there. I hadn't spotted that it could be here when I was about to announce something prematurely. Is it something to do with... Oh, I don't know. No, I'm confused. Oh, I wonder... Ah, hang on. If that was even, it would be a 4-6 pair. I've got a 2-8 pair in column 9 that I'd never seen. So can that be a 4-6 pair in black? Then this would have to add up to 10. And that would have to be odd. Oh, that would 1, 9 or 3, 7 would work there. So that's distressing. Oh, this, I'm sure this is very straightforward. I just can't see how to do it. Where do you think we look? It's... I don't know. Is it going to be... I hope I don't have to mark all the parities. That would be most distressing. Because I haven't done this very diligently so far as parity is concerned. I've occasionally spotted where I've had enough even digits and enough odd digits for things to work. But I've not done it terribly proficiently, I don't think. I've got 4, 6 here. Oh, okay. So where is this 2-8 digit in orange? Because it's not in those cells, so I think it has to be there. That might not matter, but... Can we do something with that? So these are 2 and 8, so this is now odd, and it's not 1, 5 or 7, so this is 3 or 9. But, okay, oh, I've got so... Hang on, I must have enough... How many odd digits have I got in this row now? I feel like I've got about 100. I've got 2 here and 2 here. That's 4. Oh yeah, that's good actually. That is good. So the question we can ask is where's 9 in orange? I don't know the answer, but it does seem to be in one of those squares. Now that gives me this square as a 4, which gives me this square as a 9, which gives me this square as a 4. Now, this is great. I've got a 1, 3, 5 triple in row 3 out of nowhere. Oh, I had 9 here as well, which I hadn't seen. The black digits, as usual, I ignore them. Now this is a 3. This is a 9. This is a 7. Oh, this has got to do something. Oh, this is not a 9 now. These are not 7s. Okay. 9, 7. Right, this is even digits. I've got so many odd digits in column 9 now. These have to be even. So that is 4, 6. So these can't... oh, hang on as well. This is now 2 or 8. These have to be even. They're either 1, 9 or 3, 7. Sorry, these have to be odd because I've got too many evens already. If this was double even, I'd have 5 evens in the black region. So this isn't 9, so this isn't 1, because we know these are going to add up to 10. Oh, come on, you've got to be kidding. There must be a better way. I don't know. I've got all my odd digits in row 6. So this is even, and it's 2 or 8, which makes a pair with its friend here. So this is 4 or 6. Well, it's definitely 6 then, because we've already had 4. Which means this is 6, this is 4. So this black dot now hasn't got a 6 on it. It's not got an 8 on it either, because you can't put a 4-8 pair on it because of this. So this has got 2 on it. It's either 1, 2 or 2, 4. It's definitely got 2 on it. Now what does that mean? Probably something is the answer. I'm just trying to work out what it means. I should be able to do that, shouldn't I? Oh, you know what? That's not a... Oh, no, that's not true. I was thinking that 4 meant that this can't be a 4, but remember, I've got this Oh, hang on. The dreadful pencil mark has actually come to my rescue. Do you remember we said there had to be a 4 in red? Well, now I know where it is, because it can't be there. So that is a red 4. Not red 5 standing by, that's red 4 standing by. So this isn't 4, whoops, not a 4, that's a 2-8 pair. Right, this is now odd, which means both of these are odd. It's a lovely puzzle, this. It really is stunning. Now this is now even, and it's not 2 or 6, so it's 8. It's the only thing it can be. I've got a 1, 3 pair, so what do I need in this column? 2 and 7. 2 and 7 it appears like. That must be doable. He alleges. Oh, this digit is 1. Well, it's got to be consecutive with 4, so it's 3. Oh, and I know it. It's 5 apparently, just by Sudoku. So we can get rid of a whole load of things there. We can place 5 here. Out of absolute, so this is a 1, 3 pair. That's great, because that's going to force my black dot now to be a 2, 4 pair in green. And I know the order. Great. We'll take the wins. 4, 2. Right. Right. I've got 8 digits in green. I still need to put... where... No, I'm wrong. I was going to say where's 9 in red, but I think it could be here. And I think it could be here. So I still don't know. And I've got an odd... I need an odd digit to complete black. Yeah, that's it. Right. So if we look at the black digits at the moment, I've got all the evens in black. I haven't got all the odds, but this cell can't be odd. That's not even true. That's not even true. Sorry, that's absolute rubbish. It sees all the evens here, so that can be odd. Oh, bobbins. So one of those is the last black digit. Okay, so what's going on? 2, 6, 8. Is it something to do if that's... I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure. We've probably got to look for... Where do you think we look? 1, 3. I've got a 1, 3 pair there. Is that important? I've got a 1, 3, 5 triple there. I've got a 7 here, so this digit that's important. So this has become a 9, which means we've got 8 on the white dot. That's great, so that's a 2. So I've now got a 6, 8 pair in, which is resolved in row 1. Right, so this is 8. So the way that this adds up, this has got to be a 3, 5 pair. So this is a 1. So that's a 1 and that's a 3. And that's a 1 and that's a 3. Come on now. Is this going to do things? This is 3, 5. That's 2. So this is 8. So that's 2. So that's 8. So that's 2. So that's 8. So that's 2. So that's 2 and that's 6. That's 8. That's 2. Okay, so this is a 6, 7 pair. And that digit's a 4. And somehow we have finished column 2. And we're not a million miles away from finishing column 3. Okay. Oh, this can't... Oh, right, we've had 9 now. Oh, this is it. Where's the 9 in red? We need a 9 in red. It can't be in the same row as another 9. So it's there. So that is the final... That is literally the final cell. And now that forces this to be lime green, and it forces this to be black. And is that... Okay, so that seems to have done all of the regions. And our only job left now is to understand... Well, that's definitely not 7. Because this has to have the same total as this. In fact, that's going to have to be 7, isn't it? Because we have to get to a total that's higher than 9. So that's going to be 12, and then that can be 3, and the numbers work. So that's 3, that's 5. Oh, that's 5. I tried to type. That's 1, that's 5, that's 3. Right, okay, so this digit is that... Well, it's still got options. 6. I think this has to be a 6 in the column, though. Because it can't be 7 or 9 within lime, and 1 hasn't appeared in lime, so it must go there. And now that makes this 7, this 6, this 9. And we've still got maths. Oh, that's 1. Do you remember we had to make these add up to 10? And we can do that now. It's just lovely. It really is. That's not 9. So this is 9 within this blue thingy. We've got a 1, 3, 5 triple there. We've got a 2 here, so 2 goes in the corner. This is a 6, 8, which is resolved. That 2 makes that 2, and that's 7, which makes this 7, this 3. And we've got a 1, 5 pair, which is resolved. It's working, I think. I shouldn't have said that, should I? That seems to be a 7. And I've got 3 and 5 left to place. Yeah, still okay. 5, 3, 3, 1. 1, 5. Oh, and it's finished. Let's just have a quick look at it. I mean, it's going to be impossible to tell if we'll just have to click. Oh, it is right. Thanks for playing. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant puzzle. Again, Jonesy. Just everything. Everything that Jonesy is doing is just giving a lot of pleasure to those people who solve it. Me included. Loved it. Loved it. Let me know in the comments how you got on with it. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind. And we'll be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.